9/11. I was, back up 1 month. In August of 2001, I was the executive officer for the 75th Ranger Regiment. And I had just been called to go to Italy to stand up a new airborne battalion. And so I packed up my house at Fort Benning and moved it out. By the end of the month, I was ready to go, and I got a call from General Meigs, 4-star command from Europe. Told me they had some political issues with Fort Campbell, or with Vicenza, moving a new battalion in Italy. Just hold off. So I had everything delivered back to my house, and I decided to go to the pre-command course out of Fort Leavenworth, Kansas. And I got there on the 10th of September. On the 11th of September, I was sitting in a room, and the TV was on, and I saw the towers fall. And back at the time, there really wasn't any cell phones. My beeper went off. It says return to base. And so I got my rental car and I drove back to Fort Benning. And when I got there, I had no job. I was literally a couch colonel with no job. And they said, you're going to go command the Fort Operating Base on the initial operation. What's the initial operation of? The Rangers jumped into Afghanistan on October 19th, 2001. So I and General Daly flew in his little jet up to Fort Bragg, and then we flew into our operating base. That was on the 18th of October, and the 19th of October we jumped into Afghanistan. And so, by serendipity, I got involved in the initial operation. So I flew the night before in an AC-130 and shot the tower, and then the night of the jump I flew in a P-3 Orion, and was with the jump, the airborne operation to Afghanistan.
Did you have friends at the Pentagon that you lost?
Nobody personally. I knew of people.
How, aside from being at war, and this is kind of an awkward question to ask, how has life in the Army changed since 9/11? Aside from the war, I mean, stricter conduct?
I would say that it's well, the war has the impact on the life of the community, the life of the soldier preparing to go to war. It has been a very, very, very fast pace. Since 2003, the longest dwell time I personally had was 8 months, meaning I've only been here 8 months, the longest time in the last 7 years. And so there's a lot of soldiers like that. So the life in the Army is snapshots in time with your family, to optimize as much as you can, and enjoy what you can, and all the while preparing to go to war.
There's one thing you could get the community, like Clarksville, Montgomery County community, to do to help support the troops. Anything that you'd want, what would it be that you think that would be a good help from the community itself for the military?
I tell you, I mean, when I spoke in there about how there's the greatest community in the Army, that is not just something that's flippant. It's the truth. And that's why this is the only place I've come back to twice in my 26 years in the Army. I would say I don't think we need anything more but to maintain what they have. The support of the community has been above reproach. I mean, it's incredible. And everybody who ever served here knows that. So if we can maintain that, and I think we will, because there's processes and systems in place that allow that, and I think that we are symbiotic with the military and the community. It's awesome.